Have you ever said something in anger that you later regretted, or felt your emotions hijack your day, turning a small problem into a mental storm? We've all been there, but the Stoics had a secret, a way to master emotional control without suppressing their feelings. They didn't react, they responded, thoughtfully, intentionally, powerfully. Today, we dive into one of the most misunderstood parts of Stoicism, emotional control. Not because Stoics didn't feel, but because they refused to let feelings rule them. They believed that emotions, especially destructive ones like anger, fear, and envy, are based on distorted judgments, not reality. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." For Stoics, strength wasn't about physical dominance. It was about mental stability, the ability to stay calm in chaos, to not let insults, failures, or fears break your focus. Let's be clear, Stoicism is not about becoming emotionless. It's about emotional discipline. Imagine your emotions like wild horses. You don't kill the horses. You learn to ride them. You steer them. You channel that energy into something purposeful. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, taught that it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. Think about that. The thing that triggers your anger, it's not the event, it's the story you attach to it. They disrespected me. This is unfair. This always happens to me. The Stoics would pause and ask, is this true? Is it helping me? Is it within my control? This pause, this space between stimulus and response, is where the Stoic lives. And in that space, they make their move, not with reactivity, but with reason. When something triggers you, a rude comment, a disappointment, a fear, you have two choices: react emotionally or respond wisely. The Stoic chooses the latter, not out of weakness, but out of incredible strength. Seneca once said, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." Let that sink in. Your emotional reaction can do more harm than the thing you're reacting to. That's why Stoics trained themselves to step back, to observe their thoughts, to ask, is this useful? Or is this just ego, pride, or fear talking? This mindset doesn't just make you calm, it makes you effective. You become harder to offend, slower to anger, quicker to forgive, and much, much clearer in your thinking. And the best part, this isn't about being a monk on a mountaintop. It's for everyday life, when your partner snaps at you, when traffic tests your patience, when your plans fall apart. That's your moment to practice Stoicism. Not in theory, but in action. Want a practical technique? Try this. When you feel triggered, breathe and label. Say to yourself, I'm feeling anger. This is fear. This is ego. Naming the emotion gives you space from it. Then ask, is this in my control? What's the wise thing to do right now? Over time, this rewires your brain. You build what the Stoics called apatheia, not apathy, but peace of mind. The calm center in a chaotic world. So why don't Stoics react? Because they've trained their minds to see clearly, to respond with virtue, and to remember, the obstacle is the way. Every challenge is a chance to practice control. If you want to build that kind of unshakable self, stay with us. We're here to bring Stoic wisdom to life. Like, subscribe, share, and comment below. What emotion do you want to control better, and how can you respond instead of react?